I just, I wasn't gonna bring this up.
What's great about this is I have no idea what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
This is like Dr. Ken's show, the lip sync show, but
Yeah.
it's a grudge, and I don't know what the grudge is.
Yeah, yeah.
And
it's you know what? It's not even a grudge. It's a perception.
Okay, great.
That I'm trying to get over.
Okay.
Because I believe that it only lives in my mind.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So here it is.
I love the blocking change.
You know, I feel like you represent, right, a segment of show business that makes me feel uncomfortable.
What segment is that?
It's kind of this elitist I believe this is probably in my mind, right? But because I know who you are, I know who, and you hang out with people that I don't think in my mind or in my heart really like me that much, or I'm not a part of their level of, you know what I mean, of comedy, right? So I for some reason or another, you know, and I put Judd Apatow maybe in that he's done our podcast, you know. I would never tell him that, right? But in my mind, I have that feeling. I'm very comfortable with you, but out of that in my head, that elitist group, you're the one that I'm the most comfortable with. All the other ones I get really
totally agree.
Yeah.
And let me say this.
But do you feel like you are part of the elitist group?
Fuck no. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because I'm not. Because I haven't gotten a movie offer since that Piven movie. So I was like the guy who was like, I was like a college basketball player, got drafted, and then was a bust because I did a movie that was funny that wasn't popular for a lot of reasons. But so I'm considered a bust. So Judd, I never get the feeling that Judd's never asked me to do anything. You know what I mean?
That's funny in my head.
None of these people ask me. It's like,
but I'll tell you why I feel
half of them don't follow
I didn't
me on
feel this way
Twitter.
until I was in Montreal.
Right.
And I don't know why is this unhealthy? I just feel
you're getting it out. You're getting it out.
I'm getting it out. I feel like this is right. What do you think?
You'd never done Montreal, right?
So the first time I did it was 3 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And I go, in my head, I'm like, I'll go to the Netflix party.
Right.
Right. And every time I'm at a Netflix event, I just feel so invisible. Mm-hmm. You know, I really do.
Yeah.
And, you know, for some reason in my mind and my heart, I'll just say it, I feel like Robbie doesn't like me.
Okay.
Okay. And, you know, you guys were like drinking and hugging, you know what I mean? And like a real, you know what I mean, a bond there.
Yeah.
Right. And I walked by, you said hi to me. He did not. Right. And you said something, I'll see you around later or whatever. And I walked by, and already in my head, because you were with him,
right?
Because I already have this, this thing in my head, preconceived, thing, right? I put you in that, and then I'll look on Instagram and I'll see you with Mulaney and Ali Wong and all these people and do all these fancy things, right? And I feel like I've always been outside of the main group of things. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like cultish almost in a weird way, but it's like. So that's why I feel that way. Am I wrong?
No. But here's Robbie feels like Robbie gets uncomfortable in those situations because he fucking feels awful deciding who gets booked and who doesn't. Right. So he
difficult job.
Yeah. It's like, he's like, everyone hates me. Every comedian used to love me when I booked Montreal. Yeah. And now they all hate me. Or like 90% of them hate me. And even the people that are on Netflix are mad that they don't make enough money. Because once Dave and Chris and Ellen and Seinfeld made $20 million, then everyone else that doesn't, it's like, well, where's my fucking money?
Yeah.
So there's like that problem for him. In terms of like elitism, Netflix passed on me a lot before I finally got. Three Mics had to be like, they saw it twice and passed. Then I did it in New York, and it was so like well reviewed and like esteemed that they were finally like, fine, here's bare minimum money.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
So that's Netflix for
Okay.
you. Like the Mark Twain thing, the Dave's thing, the Mark Twain thing, they didn't want me on it.
Oh.
So like, I'm not the first call. I'm nobody's first call.
Okay.
So I have to like fight. I literally was like, They go, will you write it? I go, I'm not going to write a tribute to, no. It was like, if you want me to be involved, I'll be on the thing.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and they were like, you were the best. I'm like, yeah. Like, why wouldn't I be, if we're doing a tribute to, no one knows him better than me. Like, why wouldn't I? And I tried. Do you know what I mean? So, like, even Comedy Central used to, like, no one would believe this. The first season of Chappelle Show, the premiere, I wasn't allowed to bring a guest. Todd Barry had a +1. I did. I swear to God.
No.
I swear to you.
Co-creator?
I swear to you. I couldn't. They wouldn't let. They didn't have anything in the budget for me to have an assistant, because I was like just like Dave's buddy.
Right.
So everyone, the perception of me of like this anything elevated, no one thinks I'm. Anytime I'm in that circle,
yeah,
I'm, for some of the people there, I'm as close to the help as you can get.
Yeah.
Oh,
like I'm like the writer who somehow scraped through.
Right.
Like, even people will say, like, they'll watch clips and go, "You're a great writer." You know, I said those jokes. Like those jokes you love.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Saying you would have rather read them. So there's weird biases against me as like, well, you're a writer, or you like mooched off Dave. Yeah, Dave called me to do the TV show with him because I'm nice. That's not why. It's like we did a good TV show, and then I'm a good comedian.
Yeah.
Like, but there's all these, I don't know. I mean,
and
again, a lot of it could be in my head, but I know, I can tell you for a fact, like, I'm not there's a joke in my new show about at one of those Netflix parties, and Rock said something, such a fucking burn on me, literally in front of the whole school.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not going to say. It's because I wanted it, because it's in the show.
It's in the show. Yeah.
So, like, I'm not like, oh, me and the boys.
So,
like, you know,
Mulaney.
If I see
it's in my head. I perceive things right that are just like, you know, coming from my own trauma and whatever, my own upbringing.
I don't. Here's the thing: is I don't think you're wrong to perceive the class element of show business.
Yeah.
And I don't mean class like money. It becomes about that, but it becomes about like prestige and artfulness.
There are these
like,
golden, you know, these people that are, you know, they have, you know,
like Gerard is a great example.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
They get certain privileges that I'm not, I don't have that availability. I don't have that option. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've sort of had to go, I feel like, around the system. And I feel like a lot of my success has a lot to do with, I am a funny guy, but has a lot to do with just longevity and not quitting, you know?
Yes. And, you know, it's like when you were before podcasts hit and you were sort of like in the woods, trying to figure out like auditioning and on the road and whatever. And like Nate Bargatze and Theo and the like Southern guys would be like, there was a Southern bias against them. And then it's like the minute an audience can get a direct shot at you guys, they're fucking right there.
Yeah.
So that's over. But I know the hangover of this judgment is still very real. Like,
thank you.
I'm 1,000,000% with you. And also, you and I might be extra sensitive to it just by being grudgy babies.
Grudgy babies.
Yeah, we're grudgy babies. Yeah.
But and also we enter every room and are looking for threats and looking for like, all right, what's the hierarchy here? Mm-hmm. And
because in my growing up, right, it was always like that. I couldn't enter a room as a kid until analyzing if I'm safe.
Yeah, of course.
Because I never knew where my dad was going to be.
Risk
and
assessment.
What?
Everything is a risk assessment.
It's a risk assessment, and I've carried that into my life and even into this business. And it's like I never knew I was doing that before therapy, right?
Yeah.
But now I understand. I do that everywhere.
You do what I do. Like, I always mark my exits
Everywhere.
in a supermarket or in a conversation. I'll always know three things, like 3 topics ahead of time to mark my exit out of it. It's just I mark my
like
exit
you'll
earlier.
plan. No, but I'm saying, so you're like, you plan like you hit like 3 themes. Yeah.
So it's like if I'm in
Pardon the Interruption on ESPN, where you have like the themes
Right.
and then it goes away.
Yeah.
I'm a fake extrovert. I can function well in like a social setting, but I'm usually dying on the inside. So I have the three things that I know, like I'm pretty good at talking about. And then once that third thing is over, I know how to seg my way out of it.
Right.
And that's a coping
Is
mechanism.
is it like escape? Is it when you are there physical exits like doors?
Physical exits as well, emotional exits, all exits. I've marked my exits because
When do you feel like you emotionally left the relationship with Bobby?
I feel like quite the opposite. Quite the opposite.
Freshly for your belly. You guys, freshly.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Freshly because food that's fast doesn't have to be fast food. Did you know that? Freshly offers quality meals without the hard work, and I don't like working.
Well, let me tell you a little story about Bobby. About anywhere between 8 to 9 p.m., you always hear someone pacing around the kitchen, huffing and puffing.
I
Very
huff and puff
indecisive
like a
about
little
what he wants
dragon.
to eat. Thankfully, with Freshly, it's not frozen. It's not a frozen meal. It doesn't come frozen, and it's delicious. And
It's so good.
Yeah, and it's what is it? Chef curated? Is that how to say it, George?
I think so.
Yeah.
And it's perfect for someone like Bobby, or if you're in a pinch and you just don't even have the brain cells to decide what you want to eat. All the Freshly options are nutrient packed and freaking delicious.
Choose from over 50 nutritionist designed entrees like their classic steak peppercorn, multi-serve sides like their masterful mac and cheese, or their new line of plant-based meals.
And again, you guys, no cooking is required. These are fresh, never frozen. They're ready to heat and enjoy in just 3 minutes.
I really do like them. And you know what? When you have nutrients in your body, you feel full faster.
Skip the grocery shopping and dirty dishes. Bobby does that very well. Your meals arrive cooked and fresh every week. Go to Freshly, try it out. They're great.
Bring it home, baby.
Stop stressing about dinner. Right now, Freshly is offering our listeners $125 off your first 5 orders when you go to freshly.com/belly. That's $125 off at freshly.com/belly.
Here's another thing, the reason why I wanted you, so you're on the list, all right?
Under Argus, yes.
Under Argus, you're on the list, right? I'm looking right in your
I
fucking
heard you were
eyes.
going to have just Argus's suit before me.
Yeah.
So that's pretty upsetting.
Right, but the reason also is that you've been on my mind lately because of my therapist sent a clip of you and Chris Rock talking about trauma because I didn't know that about Chris Rock's life.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the language was something that I was like very familiar with. Right. And I went, that's why I like Neil so much because he understands. Like, I think
That's
intuitively.
what I always liked about you.
Yeah, I think intuitively we know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I never went to AA, but I went to Al-Anon.
Yeah.
And I went to, well, I shouldn't say that, but like I've been to other 12-step programs and like that was always our connection.
It was his fault.
What do you mean?
He's the one that didn't he kept not wanting to book you, man. It's his fault, man. Anyway,
I guess we'll take that as truth.
that's the guy, man.
I don't think it's true.
Look at the way he's blushing. I love it. I'm so sorry, man. I just threw you on the bus. I'm so sorry.
He looks like he looks like he's suffocating. Somehow.
Yo, what the fuck?
What the fuck
he
is
looks
going
like
on? What is
like
going on?
just fucking-
I was just kidding, man. Relax. Everything's fine. But he's sweating right now. Yeah. So, have you? I mean, I don't want to get into the slap.
But even that shit. Well, no, what I was gonna say is like when you go like my big friends and like Chris and Dave.
Yeah.
I've known Dave since we were 18. I've known Mulaney. Mulaney was the assistant at Comedy Central for this guy Lou Wallach, who was the executive in charge of Chappelle's show. Mulaney was his assistant when I went in to interview to see if I could direct Chappelle's show, even though I produced the entire first season and edited all of it. I had to like go and present. It was the fucking, again, I had to ask if I could direct stuff. And then I directed Rick James, Prince, Racial Draft, John, do you mind?
Yeah.
But just all these weird things where it's like, Neil, it's the line from Caddyshack, pond or a pool, pond would be good for you. That's how
Yeah.
it always feels like. That's good for you. That's a fine. This
Yeah.
will work.
Which are
So,
the-
so I've known John since 2003. I've just known these people a long time. And then the people I haven't known kind of are like,
Right.
could take me or leave me.
Right.
But, it's like Dave and Chris are fucking billionaires. I mean, not literally, but like,
yeah.
so.
But you knew them back in the day. Yeah.
Dave, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris is more recent, but.
Yeah.
So I get this like but I don't like walk around like, ooh, I'm by myself most of the time.
I know. I see that.
I see them once I'm with them at the store.
You never have an entourage.
No, why would I have an entourage?
I don't know. That's what I also love about Dave and Chris is they don't have entourages.
Dave does. Dave does
now he does, but
yeah.
before he didn't. Sometimes I would see him at the Laughter just by himself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like 90s and 2000s.
I think now because of he needs some protection, obviously. You know what I mean? Because
Well, we know
we know
that.
this now,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, but with Chris also was somebody that like would just be by himself. He'd just drive up by himself.
That's by design. He just doesn't want to. He's like, I don't want to. It's like not good for you.
Yeah.
He sent me an article yesterday that I'll send to you by the guy who wrote Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. I don't know. It's from like the 40s about fame, and it's like, yep. I'll send it to you. It's
Well,
great.
okay, I would love to read
Would
it.
Yeah.
you want?
It's called, I believe it's called The Tragedy of Success.
What's the matter, George?
Nothing, just making sure.
You know, it's funny, George. When I talk, as of late, I've been observing you, and there's a lot of drifting. There's a lot of looking at monitors, a lot of looking at your watch, looking at your gadgets. Am I saying stuff that's not riveting?
No, I was just making sure everybody's in frame, everything's good. I check it every
said-
5 minutes to make sure everything's.
Oh,
case
excuse
of-
me, Kurosawa. Everything needs to be perfect on the screen.
I'm always riveted by you.
You're riveting to me too, as well.
And it's about a
Dave.
half an hour past my bedtime now. So
Is it really?
He
Oh,
sleeps
yeah.
early now.
Oh,
so
because
you're
your
like
daddy.
drifting.
Yeah.
You're a daddy.
this kid wakes up at 6 a.m. every morning, no matter what.
He is cute, man. Yeah, and there is a little bit of resemblance. You know what I mean? I can see a little bit of George in him,
Oh, thank you.
but I see the good part too.
Mostly your wife.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
that's what he meant.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
He's mostly your
I
wife.
see some of you, but I see also the good aspects. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, is what I wanted. What I wanted to say. You know. Did you know your butt has a favorite app? That's right, it's SeatGeek. You guys see SeatGeek, dude. It's like you want tickets to events, right?
or even your show.
And my own show, right? You got to go to SeatGeek, baby, right? Has your butt been having enough fun lately? If not, then it's time to start using SeatGeek, guys. Have you been treating your butt well lately? Has it been going places? No. Now you got to try SeatGeek. Did you know your butt has a favorite app? That's right,
SeatGeek,
SeatGeek.
we got it. It's SeatGeek. Tell us more about it.
You guys, this is where I get my Dodger tickets. This is where I get tickets to every single music
Harry
show that I go
Styles?
to Harry Styles, for Juliana, for just every
Festivals?
every
Like
single
Coachella?
event that I've been
Coachella.
to. I have used SeatGeek. They make it very easy. Whether it's concerts, baseball, basketball, whatever it is, SeatGeek puts tickets from all over the web in one place to make buying simple.
Guys, you can get $20 off your first purchase with the promo code BELLY at SeatGeek.com or on the SeatGeek app. That's promo code BELLY for $20 off your first SeatGeek order. SeatGeek. Get your seat in a seat. Download the app today.
You know, he is very cute. And congratulations. He looks like he has all his limbs. Because he was doing a little arm thing on the
He just started walking and he bonks his head every hour, it seems.
That's cute.
Does he cry a lot?
Only we've got like little stairs, like a 3 steps of stairs that we can't like cordon off in the house. You set him down, he just walks up there, walks to the top, then falls off, cries, and then you hold him for an hour or like a little hour, and then like as soon as you set him down, he goes back, and like kids just want to like do the most dangerous thing possible now that he can walk.
Would you let Bobby babysit, not with Kalila, your son,
Be honest.
for, let's say this, something reasonable, 2 hours?
No, let's not know.
Full day?
No. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on a Thursday.
That's during a bad
Is
friend.
he dropping off a diaper bag and the milk and
and-
everything?
Yeah. Now the dogs aren't here. I do have the cats. It's just me and your kid.
No Kalila.
No Kalila. 12 hours, right? of and be honest with me, and it won't hurt my feelings.
Bobby, are you willing to babysit this Thursday for 12 hours?
Yes.
You're willing to.
Yes.
Will you pay attention on how to change a diaper
This is good.
I'll take the class.
and make sure you don't look away because he can roll over now. Like if you've set him on something, it's very important you don't look away. No, actually, it's a little easier now because he did just discover his penis. But he usually cries when we change his
Don't
diaper.
even bring that up, bro.
Don't break.
That's crazy.
In Bobby's eyes, he doesn't have it.
He doesn't have a penis.
Also,
No, the baby. Like here's
we have an unfenced pool.
he's like he hates getting his diaper changed. He always cries, but now he just discovered like
Oh, really?
yeah,
It
it's
feels
like,
good.
It's just feels different.
Okay. What?
Nothing. Just
It's
What you're
only
telling me?
because your eyeballs got so big.
No, because but are you telling me that
He still
there's
does
no
that.
sensation on a child's penis?
it's just different. Like kids are discovered like like
They're discovering their body.
I think there is sensation.
he's not,
Okay, well you would
he can't
assume,
see it.
right?
He's too fat.
What's your answer, George?
Yeah.
What?
Bobby, this is kind of like it's good. TV
This is
show.
scary because like he can fall off of things. Like he's
What you think I'm going to put him on the rooftop?
Question: Would you play games if you had to do this challenge? Would you have to?
But here's what I would do.
What's the strategy?
The kid would be in here.
Be crated.
there is so much that's not baby proof in here.
Yeah, we put a crate.
Oh my god, he would.
The dog crate.
Oh, if you leave him in a crate,
We have a dog crate up there. We'll bring the dog crates down. Is that against the law?
I think it's more cultural.
you just throw
Seen
treats
the
to him.
Trials of Gabriel
Can I throw?
Fernandez?
I'll throw nuts. Mm-hmm. I don't know what animals babies eat. I'll throw nuts, a banana. He's half Asian. He mustn't love
He
banana.
loves bananas.
Right,
That's
so-
his first. Like that was
Good
one of
guess.
his main words.
I'm not going to peel
Nana.
them, so I'll just
Yeah.
put a full banana in there. Maybe not ripe. And
Green?
Yeah, I'll throw nuts in there, right? And dude, perfect. He doesn't need underwear,
oh,
right?
true.
And it won't look down below, right? And we put the cat litter in there.
Easy.
Easy. What?
Everybody, the father of my child.
Right? Can he scoop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's walking.
All right. So if one's good about that, he can do what cats do and scoop it.
Like cover.
Yeah, I'll teach him that. I'll bring Gunnar in there and Gunnar teach him.
That's actually more impressive. Bobby trains your child to be
Yeah.
potty trained, but like a cat.
Now, I
The
wouldn't-
answer is
The answer is the truth. The truth is this, and this is honestly the truth. If there was something vital that you and your wife had to do, I was the only available person to see your kid, right? And you were like, I need just for fucking 5 hours, right? I promise you, when you come back from your whatever you need to do, your kid will be alive.
in what state alive? We don't know, but alive.
Alive.
He'll be in a coma, but he will be
The
alive.
stage 5.
If you were the last person possible,
Yeah.
I would do it, but I'd be sweating bullets.
Why
the whole time.
would I be the last?
What is like the image?
No, you just made the scenario.
Yeah.
Are you fucking out of your mind, dude? If you told me 5 hours, dude, literally, it's just literally me in front of the baby, holding it on a couch, and going, what? bathroom, right? And I would probably change it 52 times, just in case. Every hour, 45 minutes, I would change his underwear, right? I would give him, are you hungry? It would just be complete attentiveness. Are you out of your mind? I'm the safest guy you could fucking bring your kid to because I'm so scared of hurting it in any kind of way.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I need to prove a point. When you come back, I'm like, aha, I told you.
Throw.
Yeah.
Can you give a baby hot dog?
No. Yeah, ask me questions
Oh,
about
this is
baby.
good. This is good.
And I'm going to give you the real answers.
And you ask them too, George, because you know more.
Yeah.
Okay. What is name one hazard? Like name one thing.
You don't have to even.
Yeah, go ahead.
The corners of fucking tables.
Okay.
Is it?
Of lower tables, yeah.
Of lower tables.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Big hazard.
Yeah.
Also surfaces. He can climb up on a couch or something like that and fall off. So that would be a hazard.
Food wise.
Food wise,
An unripe banana.
I know that was just a joke for comedy purposes, right?
What aren't you going to feed him?
Heroin.
Okay, true.
That's
you would
right,
never
right?
do that.
So is that not on the list? Heroin, any drugs is on the marijuana. Nothing, even at a little 3 milligram edible gummy.
What kind
No
of
way.
fruits shouldn't you give?
I probably would stay away from fruits.
No, you can give fruit, but what
I know,
Let's say-
but just because I don't know, I would
Wait, say.
Google it, right? I would Google everything, right? But offhand, I don't know what he's allergic to.
guess what fruit you shouldn't give.
What shouldn't you give
Baby.
a baby?
I don't even know.
Durian?
Yeah, you know what? I guess that's.
Durian fruit?
I wouldn't give my baby.
Right.
that.
I wouldn't give them an unchopped pineapple because he could get poked,
Spiked,
correct? Mm-hmm. If I give him a whole pineapple, you know what I mean? And he's like puncturing holes in his arm. Or a cactus, for that matter. I don't know if you can eat those, but I don't know if that's a fruit, but looks like a fruit.
Yeah, you can eat it. Nopales.
Nopala.
Nopal.
Right. What's the one that you couldn't eat? I'm gonna guess a lemon.
You can give them lemon for fun.
People do
It's
that all the
funny.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that on YouTube,
I love those.
but
videos.
it seemed like they didn't like it.
You have to be careful with things like grapes.
Why
Why?
grapes?
Choking hazards, not cutting the grapes, them eating it whole.
Yeah,
Yeah, whole grape is really dangerous.
Yeah, whole grape is very dangerous.
And
for
that's
babies.
something that, here's the thing. I didn't think that through. Did you know that?
I was still on the pineapple.
Oh, you're
The
still
day.
on that?
Think about it.
Yeah, think about. Yeah.
Cut yourself.
Okay, ask me another question about.
You can have.
George,
what's
give-
the age cutoff for honey?
I think, can he have honey now?
Oh,
but
it's
for
a
the
year,
first year,
right?
you're not supposed
Yeah,
to.
the
At least the
first year.
first year.
No
That was a
honey.
weird one,
George.
and I don't understand that one.
Botulism.
George,
Yeah.
give Bobby a scenario. Typical scenario George Kimmel, the father, goes through. I want to see if he can navigate it.
Ask me a question, a scenario question. Time is money, baby.
Just go,
No,
through, go through your day. Hey, go through your literal day in the morning.
I already went over him trying to roll over when you're changing him. We've got dog doors upstairs, or dog. It's
gates.
dog proof upstairs, dog gates. So that
Yeah.
might be useful because as soon as he finds a stairs, he'll try to climb up it or down it
Yeah.
and start rolling.
I'm always afraid of hot liquids
Mm-hmm.
around babies or like carrying, like when I'm boiling something. I'm always, because I had an ex-boyfriend who had been scalded on his chest and his arm when he was a baby, and the scars were really great. Like he needed a skin graft and stuff like that. But so I'm, like, ingrained
whoever
in
did
my
that,
mind.
whoever did that should be arrested.
Well, no, he was apparently a toddler, and he was just circling his mom while she was boiling water,
Mm-hmm.
and she was transferring something, and it somehow just got on him or something. Like
Yeah. I would
Burned it.
not, if I'm boiling eggs,
Yeah.
no baby
No, baby.
around. So is that good?
Yeah.
All right. So give me another scenario, please. My God.
How to,
The main.
do you know how to burp a baby? What are the steps?
Oh, he's way past that. Yeah, but yeah.
Way past it. I already knew that. So that's why I don't even have to answer that. But no.
No, the problem is right now.
I will not do that.
If I was the baby, burp me.
Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, my gut instinct is this.
Yeah, show. Be real about it. Be real.
All right.
What? And then talk us through it. What you're doing.
What is this, a Samoan baby? It's a big baby, you know what I mean?
What is that doing?
Perfect.
Yeah, and then... All right, babe. Oh, I loved it, baby. I liked it. So, all right, so that's it. I know how to do it.
You would trust him.
Yeah.
Generally, you would trust him.
Now, if I had an orphanage, I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Because
I think like one of them would turn into the Riddler. That's my fear.
Yeah. That's a big responsibility.
It's a big responsibility. you
That
know what I
many.
mean?
One kid is a lot, babe.
Yeah. Imagine having, like, you go to like an orphanage in Eastern Europe, you know what I mean? I don't want to say Ukraine, but like Eastern Europe, and a poorer country. I think I did see a documentary. I don't know what it's called about of an orphanage.
I saw that one. Oh, it's fucked
It's
up.
terrible. It's fucking terrible. It's like 2 women, 60 kids. They're going in and out of rooms. You know what I mean? Not everyone. Some kids are getting neglected. It's just a terrible thing, man. But yeah, overturn Roe versus Wade. Go ahead. See what this country turns into. But anyway,
What are some topics to talk about, Gil?
I mean, the hot thing right now, I didn't get to watch it, but everyone's talking about Amber Heard's testimony. Finally came out. I don't know too much about it.
I've just seen the snippets on TikTok and stuff, and they're funny. but I haven't. I said this on Trash Tuesday. I'm like team neither. They're both so messy. He's a messy addict, and she seems to have some very deep-seated personality disorder. They're both just fucking. It's.
I just,
I actually don't find it entertaining. I don't watch it because it's just like, fuck, that's sad.
It is sad.
what pisses me off is Disney taking away Pirates of the Caribbean from him.
Before the trial. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and now he refuses to ever do it. I mean,
That's such a great move on his part, though, to be like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
couldn't pay me enough money to
but-
ever do that role again, which is like, I'm the final say in this.
Smart.
But whoever PR person told him to say that, right, George?
Yep.
but it's people just, these companies jump into conclusions, right? And they're I guess they're pressured into taking a side, right? And they make gigantic decisions based on that pressure. And I just think that's terrible to do that. It's like there's something called evidence. There's something called a court of law. There's something called, what I mean, hearing people's point of view or side of the story or whatnot. But it's just like, hopefully those days are slowly over. Like I said this before, it's like, there was this one lady in Nebraska, and this is peak COVID, and she refused to wear a mask in the grocery store, and she started coughing in people's faces, right? And she was fired from her job. One has nothing to do with the other.
I would have to agree.
Yeah.
To some extent, unless, I think we
She should
talked
go to
about
prison
it.
for assault. That's assault.
Yeah, but what if it's a white teacher in an all Asian school, and out in public she calls him fucking the C word?
What's that?
What is that one?
Yeah. Ching Chong?
Yeah.
Ching Chong? I don't know about Ching Chong.
Well, she's caught on tape saying that over
some-
and over again.
all right.
Because let's say somebody stole her parking spot, and she says something along the lines, "Get the fuck out of my spot, you CC."
Ching Chong?
Yeah, and then you find out that her profession is actually teaching an elementary school
Of Chinese
of
kids.
just Chinese kids.
Yeah, but okay, so
crazy
that's a
scenario.
crazy scenario.
Wait,
But
that actually happened.
yeah, but in that scenario, then yes, because you know what I mean. One, that relates to her job, right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing, right? But not all cases are like that, right? Like I don't know how I feel about this, but maybe there were a lot of people that were on January 6th at the insurrection, and they were fired from their jobs. Now, what one has to do with the other, I don't really know, right? And I don't know if that's
What is a federal offense?
Yeah, it's a federal offense, sweetie. And number two, it speaks to someone's character when they're defacing and hurting and doing all of this, like turning violent publicly on camera. If I see that and that's an employee of
That's
mine,
what- yeah.
I don't want that.
If someone was there watching
No,
from a
the-
distance, I'm like, eh.
yeah,
but
exactly.
there have been people there though that didn't do any of that stuff.
Then I think that's kind of
That walked in though. and just
Walked
"Wait, what-"
inside?
Yeah, like what's going on in here?
Oh, more like
You know
a
what I mean?
tourist. Yeah.
Yeah. A tourist. You're.
Where's the
you-
group leader? Who's leading this tour?
Wait, if you were there just by accident, you didn't know that there was an insurrection planned.
I'm dumb enough. I probably would be like, "Hey, there's a special going on in the fucking chamber, a sale." You know what I mean?
"Is this Black
Yeah,
Friday?"
Yeah, it's a Black Friday for American flags. And I would walk in there. What's going on? Why is that cop bleeding from the face? Hey,
I'm the only Asian
and
here.
then next
What's
week,
going-
you lost Magnum PI.
Why? I was at a sale,
I was at a fucking flag sale at you know what I mean? In Pelosi's office.
bro. In Pelosi's office.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. It's an interesting. What? Go ahead.
Well, speaking of attacker, I don't know if you guys maybe did this on your other podcast, but did you guys comment on the Dave Chappelle attacker situation?
I think they did on Bad Friends.
did?
we did on Bad Friends, yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's just how. So I'm like, do you want to? What kind of milk? And then I'm like, what the fuck? I just made your coffee and you can't even. So I'll start keeping score. And, I have to work at not doing that in relationships. And then I'm like, okay, in order to be in a relationship, I have to work on these parts of myself. And it's just, it's a job. You
That's
know.
a boundary I had to set for myself. For a couple years, I was the one cleaning the human feces off his Prius.
Face.
Office Space.
Why did you date Amber Heard? Why was it on your Prius?
He would have a lot of accidents.
All right.
And I was always
It's
like,
fine.
let me clean it up. Let me,
Okay.
clean everything from the car seat to the underwear to like, I don't want you to feel shame. You had an accident. Like,
I
clean
do.
that up.
Why are you
But then-
shooting in a Prius?
He didn't have a lot of choices back then, but
I have a loose asshole. What the
yeah,
fuck do you
he does
want?
he has a really loose asshole. But
By the way, I have 2 women in my life that work with me that shit their pants like all the time.
Me
Right.
too.
Yeah, you
I'm
do.
that guy. All right. I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay, I'm just trying to help understand.
Yeah.
For the people, because it's the one body.
I don't have a lot of muscles on my body, and my asshole's the same way.
Got it.
Yeah, the muscle around my asshole is weak.
But do you have any heads up, or it's just like it just
sometimes it just
Yeah.
comes?
It's 9/11.
yeah.
I mean, you just don't know what's coming. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah. Maybe that's a bad reference.
Maybe.
Maybe like Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Same plane. Forget that one. Let's do one. Not a plane.
Is there anything else?
Yeah. No.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Don't.
That's fine.
Yeah. And my point is that,
Exxon Valdez leak.
Oh, that's a good. That's a deep
very
cut.
good.
That's a deep cut.
That's a deep cut. Yeah. Yeah, but basically, it's like, oh, it's happening now. It's not like 8 hours before. It's like,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
In 8 hours? No, it's not like that. You never shit in your pants.
This is very odd. 'Cause
You've never shit in your pants.
I've done a lot of crazy shit. I've never shit my pants as an adult. I know. I don't know why that is.
Yeah. Have you?
Once, yes.
In your life, your whole life.
Yeah, and it came without warning. It was at the Vermont Canyon tennis courts, and it was just, and it wasn't even diarrhea.
But have
it
you
was just
eaten something? Like, is there a common denominator?
It was a rogue. You know how they have rogue waves? This was like a rogue turd that just fell out from the sky with no warning, and all of a sudden I felt a little pressure, like a weight in my underwear, and I was like, "What is that?" So I went to the bathroom, and there was just this like pellet.
Oh God.
And I'm like, where did that come from? And I didn't have a stomach ache, nothing.
You know, my thing, I think for the longest time I had such weird eating disorders. I think I was always more constipated. I had the opposite. I like wouldn't shit for like 4 days.
That's worse to me.
A pellet is not
sure.
shitting in your pants.
It's not. It's not.
I get pellets every day.
really.
So I shit in my pants every day?
Yeah.
Are you eating enough?
What's fiber? What is it? What's a fiber?
Can you please?
a fiber?
That is already my favorite GIF I've ever seen. Like, I just want to go on the iPhone and just, what's fiber?
What is it? What is
Such
it?
a brat.
I don't know what it is.
I want you to guess.
By the way,
Yes.
no, yes, you do.
You eat it a lot.
I honestly don't.
What foods
don't know
have
what
fiber?
fiber
Because in Stardew Valley, in my video game, fiber is the little weeds that you chop.
Oh, that is true. It
Yeah,
is-
right?
yeah.
Isn't it called fiber?
Yeah.
So is that what fiber is?
Yeah.
The weeds?
Probably. Everything, certain things have fibers, and fibers isn't something you grow in a fiber plant.
Does wheat have fiber?
Most things have fiber.
Yeah, you need fiber
Protein.
for a plant to stand up. The fiber is what holds it up. But yeah, it's what
Meats don't have fiber.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So vegetables.
it's something that is going to sort of have a
Bind.
texture enough that's going to
Bulk and
Yeah.
create your poop.
make something more stiff. It's like holds it together so that your shit's
Here,
not
do
just.
you eat any of this stuff, Bobby?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you eat
Whole wheat pasta.
That's not true. This
No.
is like
Barley.
a pasta company.
Yeah.
sponsored
Chickpeas.
This pasta's not a good source of fiber.
edamame. I've had that
Big
before.
bloater.
Lentils and split peas.
This actually is not even
Berries,
a lot of trigger foods for me.
pears.
Okay,
artichoke.
no,
Okay.
this is madness.
Yes, I've had fibers.
Fiber is just like brands.
Got it,
Have
got
you
it.
had like Raisin Bran or like grape nuts or dude, eat a bowl of grape nuts. It'll change your life. You will
binds?
take the shit. Have you ever taken aloe pills?
No.
Take one aloe pill if you're constipated.
So grape nuts is cereal. If I get the cereal, will it bind my poo?
You will never shit your pants again.
I'm gonna have fucking grape nuts.
No, it's I love gross cereals that people think are gross because the feeling of shitting after having I don't like the Raisin Bran with all the sugar and the raisins. I don't like raisins in my salad or in my cereal or anything. But it's a great feeling.
Yeah, I think when I eat a lot of ice cream and I'm lactose intolerant.
Sure.
Yeah, so I think stuff like that,
Sure,
decisions
sure,
like
sure.
that, I think it fucked me up.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna go to grape. And now that I know what fiber is, right? And now that I know, please don't shame me.
I'm not shaming
I'm
you.
just learning things as I go along.
Okay.
You know, and also people on the internet, people always go, "You're a man child. You know these things. Or you should know all these things." Like when I couldn't tell the time with the hands, right? It's just that I just, I wasn't bothered to learn it yet.
Yeah, or the science changes, or the history. Everything we learned in history class just isn't true. Everything that we learn, like you learn something and you're this know-it-all about something, and you start living your life
Right.
based on like soy milk is the best thing in the world for you, acai berries, and then they're like soy milk has lecithin and hormones, and like you should,
Cancerous,
Give you
so it's
bitch
like,
tits, yeah.
As soon as I say fiber is good for you, because that's what I was told, I'm sure in 5 years they'll be like, it causes cancer. It's better to shit your pants in
I
traffic.
actually think that I have to be, because I have colitis. I have to
Oh,
be
wow.
very careful with certain fibers and things that are normally what people say are good food, like broccoli.
Can you not have seeds?
I don't, seeds do
No
not.
seeds.
So like,
Why?
yeah, they're very, very, it's very rough on my
They're hard to digest,
stomach.
yeah.
Yeah. So like certain foods, like even like broccoli fucks me up. Like foods that are deemed healthy,
Yeah.
fuck me up. Make my, I shit blood. So, you know,
You shit blood.
yeah.
Brought to you by Manscaped.
So what works for you may not work for the
Totally.
next person.
I also learned this from Neil Brennan. I'd heard it before, but Neil, you've seen when Neil drinks water, he kind of.
Yeah.
You've seen him do that. He
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah.
chews his water. You're supposed to kind of chew your water, so to give your body like a heads up that you're about to eat something, so it can make the enzymes to digest. Like,
Yeah.
Whoa, wait. Stop. So what you're saying to me is this. Neil Brennan has a glass of water he's about to fucking chomp down on. Gargle, right? So he'll go first
Hold
and
on.
then put it in his mouth?
he'll just drink it and go and swallow it.
Swish it and then swallow.
And so that little motion tells your stomach friends, get ready, they're
Yes,
coming.
because you have a lot of.
It's like a telephone.
You have a lot of
Yeah.
digestive
Yeah.
enzymes in your mouth. Your mouth is part of your digestive system, and it actually breaks down a lot more than you think. It doesn't just happen.
And most of us do not chew enough.
Right.
We're supposed to chew. I mean, it's like I'm eating in the car. I'm like deep throating a fucking salmon from
Same.
Bristol Farms as I'm
Yeah.
driving, and I'm like, why does my stomach hurt? Because I did chew. So it's like we're supposed to chew our food more. And when you drink your first drink of water before you eat, you're supposed to just like it signals to your stomach to make more enzymes to digest.
I just thought of something.
It's like dry. It's like raw dog. It's like dry fucking someone that's not lubed up yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a whore. That was. I've never asked anyone to cut anything.
We're not cutting that out.
Can we please?
So this is a serious thing then. Because you know I have teeth missing.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, oh,
I know, right?
call me some food, Bobby.
No, that's terrible.
That was bad.
That's the worst I've ever heard.
Okay.
I think that's the thing that's harder for Korean Americans is to actually try to sound like you're speaking English in broken English, like Konglish.
It's hard.
It's hard. Like even the hardest things for me to pick up was like, you know how McDonald's it's McDonald's, right?
Yeah, yeah.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Stop adding.
No,
the
I want to
extra-
try it. McDonald's.
What?
No, just say it again.
McDonald's.
McDonald's. McDonald's.
You're just like evolving into speaking good English. You're like McDonald's. McDonald's. Let's go get some Mickey D's.
All right, this soju. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's called Wan Soju.
Yes.
This is yours.
Yes.
This is great, right? I heard it's great.
Well, it's premium soju. This is
we
what
try some?
people. Yeah, you could, of course.
You want to try some?
Let's do it.
Yeah, try some. I can't because I'm an
Yeah,
alcoholic.
you guys don't drink.
We don't drink.
We don't drink. Yeah.
We'll take a sip first.
You go first.
Ooh, that's pure.
Is that? Yeah. That's,
Pierre.
You know your soju's.
Oh, I know.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
That's pure.
He does.
All right.
He does.
Okay, all right.
You don't want any?
No, I can't have any right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
What does this mean?
I'm driving.
Oh, you're driving. Yeah. She's so by the book.
Yeah, I'm so bad.
Just even a little.
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I'm such a rule follower.
Are you?
So
really?
where,
You
where
guys
can
just, like fully rebellious? Do you jaywalk? Do you do all of that?
I mean, it depends on like if there's like, is it like at 3 a.m. empty street? Then maybe.
Yeah.
I used to be really bad, but I'm such like I wouldn't steal a candy from a store now. you know?
Yeah.
Like, but I used to steal like tons of things.
Oh, me too.
That's where all my candy went. After
But I mean, Bobby, you're like free and all this stuff, but I don't think you break like laws and stuff. You know,
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I follow the rules.
they follow rules.
wait, but
There was
In what way?
There was a stutter there.
Oh my god!
In what way?
Like I don't know a rule you actually follow.
I don't think spraying diarrhea on.
Is that illegal?
It's a misdemeanor.
That's illegal
That's
for sure.
stink
Public
like-
defecation, I think that's illegal.
I guess I try to bend the rules. a
He's
little.
always against the grain.
Like loophole. You try to find loopholes.
Yeah, loopholes. But I'm trying to change that about myself because I have this thing about me, and I've always had it, where for some reason the rules don't apply to me.
Like your grandfather didn't.
Yeah, I don't know why I have that, but it's like, like I just don't do the things that people are supposed to do.
You think if you look like Jay, you can have the same grandfathered in situation?
No.
You think it has something
I
to
think
do with
because
that?
the way I look and the way I am, or that I feel like I'm grandfathered in.
What's grandfathered in? What does that mean?
Like
I don't know,
a
I just
long
agree
time
with
ago
it.
before the rules changed, you were already
Well,
kinda doing
I
that, so it
think
doesn't apply.
I think the reason why is because you've been almost like educating people on who you are for the past 25 years, and so now people just kind
This
of
guy's a fucking
accept.
poet, dude. This guy's the head
You
of
didn't
the
even
great.
say anything that profound. Come on.
Great, dude. Yeah.
I don't know why I'm mad.
So, Jay, what else do you want to promote? Where can they get that?
They could find it at Total Wine and More. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Total Wine and More.
Yeah.
And probably like H Mart, certain
Everywhere in
select-
Korea.
Yeah.
And everywhere in Korea.
everywhere in Korea, and then we're trying to actually expand in the States. So hopefully you'll find it at like every Korean restaurant, and just not even Korean restaurant, just every restaurant.
Okay. Because I want to drink it now, but I can't.
Yeah, don't.
At least
Yeah, don't do it.
And yeah, and I came out with a single. It's called Why.
Why?
Yeah, and I just became the Gucci global brand ambassador.
Whoa.
Awesome.
That's a dope fucking
And,
sweater.
yeah, and here we are talking about
great
diarrhea
sweater.
on the wall.
Let's get it.
Ambassador.
That's a dope ass sweater.
Thank
dude.
you, appreciate
Is that what's that? What brand is that? The green one.
It's a good brand.
What is it?
Comme des garçons.
Okay, good.
Oh my God, very good.
Very nice.
Looking sharp.
And
You try to catch me off guard,
check
huh?
it
Put it on, Bobby. Put it on. And then hold this bottle too.
Hey.
Okay, now do your best. I'm in a club.
So fucking funny, dude.
You're in a club. You're in a club.
Hold that. What
You're
would you
hearing
say?
a J Park.
He
song.
looks like some high school let the special ed kid into the football team.
the mascot.
I'm kidding.
What did you say?
Nothing.
It's gonna wrestle you, bro.
Oh,
Go ahead.
nothing. I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm good.
See, I told you, you can do it in Korea.
There you go.
Dumb.
It looks good on you,
to
though.
promote.
Looks good on you.
This is.
Dumb.
Yeah, I'm in the movie Quiz Lady.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Watch that.
with Aquafina, Will Ferrell.
You saw it already?
No, I want to watch it.
Is it out?
Huh?
Is it out?
Sandra.
It's out on Hulu.
Yeah. All right.
And Disney Plus Korea.
Yeah.
So Sandra Oh, Nora, you, Will Ferrell. Who else is
Jason Schwartzman.
in it? Wow.
Wow.
And Paul Rubens. Last
Paul
Oh my
Rubens.
God.
Wow.
movie. Last
And it's so
movie.
interesting.
Rest in peace.
I love how you photoshopped or you took a photo of the cast and you put it out there.
Why wouldn't I want to do
It's
that?
great.
It's okay for me to do that, right?
Good.
Yeah.
Quiz
but,
Lady.
Quiz lady, dude. Check it out.
Yeah, but I
Cute.
took a
That's
picture.
amazing.
That's amazing. Congrats.
You know, I'll say something. I want to say something about Sandra Oh.
Yeah. She's great. I love her.
Not just great.
Amazing.
I did my first acting job was with her.
Oh,
He was on a show called Arliss on HBO.
yeah, I remember. Sports
Right,
agent.
and
yeah.
she was so nice to me. And every time I run into her, she always says hi. Even when I was at my bottom, she was always nice. Sandra Oh, I love you.
I feel like doing a scene with her was
Solid.
like a master class for me. I just
Sure.
like learned from her, you know.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I did it with Kate Blanchett. Anyway,
Oh my God.
Wait, what movie was Kate Black?
Borderlands, it's coming out.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So,
It's
you
been
know.
like 4 years in the work. What's going on with that?
And others I've done it.
I'm gonna write something for you to be a lead in.
Well, you know what? That pitch that you had for me and Nora,
That was good.
That's
right?
a good idea.
That was a good idea.
Yeah.
You did
You know, if you pull through for me in that way,
what?
some good things will happen for you.
Are you the Godfather?
No, just spiritually. I really feel it.
Okay. I do have a favor to ask you. So
What is the favorite? No, I know what the favor is. And I'll tell everyone what it is now.
Oh man.
Yeah. And that's and I'm gonna say it in front of everyone. No,
Ask the favor. Ask the favor.
No, I need him to be a guest
I'm
on
gonna
a
do
new
it.
thing I'm starting.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, cool.
You know I'm gonna do it. But why did I say no the other night? Because something happened. You and I.
I don't want to remind you.
Yeah. Remind me
of
what it was.
thing.
What was it?
I came from
Set.
on set from set.
course.
Yeah, and I was meeting him at a jjajangmyeon spot.
Yeah.
and I sat down. I was out of breath. He's like, "You good?" He's like, "Yeah, man. I've been working." He's like, "Congrats on Quiz Lady," and I was like, "Oh man, it's just a small part. You know how it is." And he was like, "What do you mean you know how it is?" because I wasn't thinking,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, it's just a small part, man. It's a small part. You know how
You shouldn't have said it, dude. Because now I swear to God, dude, I'm not doing it.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. What I meant is like it's
I'm
just one
proud
of
of my
those.
small parts.
I'm not saying.
I'm a seed stealer.
I wasn't referring to you having small parts and you knowing how it is to have small parts. I was just.
My dick's small.
What? Why did you reveal that?
He's saying I have small parts. Fuck you, dude.
Oh, that's a punchline, bro.
That's a rap punchline right there,
metaphor.
Bob.
Anyway, give Jay and John in the Park a round of applause. Thank you so much for doing it. And that was a fun episode, and we talked about a lot, and I really enjoyed it. How'd you guys feel?
That was great.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, it was fun. It was, I came here kind of like semi-afraid and like excited. And I felt like I was going to be laughing the whole time. And
I just see like Jay's team just taking notes. Okay, we got to edit that out.
No.
And then that.
and no, and this was like the most like the best impression was like, you're like, yeah, Bobby Young's pulling up. I was like, oh, for sure. When we were at the vegan restaurant.
Yeah.
And then he just like, because there's a wall and then there's a window. And then when you come through the window, you can see us.
Yeah.
So he was like,
Oh yeah.
So he disappears after seeing us, but he commits to the bit,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
right?
back for like 3-4
It
minutes.
was like a long time.
Like I wasn't gonna come.
Yeah, the commitment
You
was.
just see the commit. I'm like behind a wall going one.
That shit was like
More painful for him.
that was the funniest shit ever.
2024 Bobby Lee in Seoul.
But guys, honestly,
Hold
dude,
him to it.
Yeah,
Hold him
we
to
will.
it.
I love being Korean. I love you guys so much. And you guys, being an old guy, you guys invited me to stuff. It feels good.
We love you, man.
Feels good.
I love you too, man.
Hello.
We love you.
I love you too, Jay.
Love you too, bro.
I love you guys.
I love you,
All
sweetie.
right.
We love Tiger Bell.
Okay, bye-bye. Peace.
Ay makabululi Purong kaya madumdumnamin bombola Shukumuki ay tuwilo Shukuluki muki sa laman Feed ang bukugani ay makabululi Purong kaya madumdumnamin bombola Shukumuki ay tuwilo
Totally get it. And
Has anyone been just flat out mean to you? I love these. I like gossiping.
yeah. I mean, I've had at Mad TV, this is what happened. So, did I tell you the story? Katie Dippold. So there's a writer. She wrote Ghostbusters, the one with the women in it. Great,
Right.
better than the original. But my point is that Katie wrote that, and she was a writer at Mad TV. And so for our very last table read, the show's canceled. Back then, we wouldn't get the fucking scripts emailed to us. We would get it delivered.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they would deliver it.
Yeah.
And so the script, and at Mad TV we would read 20 sketches, 7 or 8 of them would make it, right? And so I'm rifling through what sketches I'm in, right? And then there's a sketch in there that I'm never in. It was like a reoccurring sketch with a couple, like it was a guy and a girl, but it's like a country. No, it was 2 girls. It was like a country TV show kind of a thing, right? And but I'm like, why am I in this one? And they're having a conversation, and in between the conversations, my line is in there. Some of them's like, "Shut up," or I'm losing my mind, right?
Those are your.
These are the lines,
Right.
That didn't really even make sense with the dialogue that was happening,
yeah.
right? But Katie, that script was the only one like that was delivered. So when I'm doing it in front of everyone at the table read, when they're reading it, that's not in there. So now everyone thinks I'm going fucking.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, now everyone
That's
thinks
funny.
I'm going out of my mind.
Is that on purpose?
Yes.
Who did it to you?
The writer of that sketch. And the last line is, I'm going to shoot everyone in this room.
Wait, what?
And then one of them was just bird noises. It just says bird noises. So so when we're reading it, right, you could see executives backing up from their chair.
That is. How long have you been on the show at this point?
This is my 8th year.
That's pretty fucking funny.
I didn't feel like it was.
I understand.
Yeah, I didn't
I
feel like
understand you being upset.
Yeah, I didn't
But
like
that's
it like I
also.
was.
And also, that's
yeah.
very funny.
It is in retrospect funny, but
In
what happened
retrospect,
was,
yeah.
So at the end of the sketch, it was dead silence in the room. You know what I mean? And in my mind, I'm like, I read it wrong. like I misinterpreted how to deliver these lines. So
The
that's
bird
why-
noise. I did the bird noises wrong.
Yeah. Like maybe it was a different bird noise or whatever. I should have done something like that. But it was like, and it's dead silent, and then there's only one person that's laughing, and it's Katie.
Oh.
She didn't even tell anyone, even any of the producers.
Afterwards, she didn't tell.
No, she stood up, and she goes, "Bobby has a special script
At
that
least
he only
got
has."
you off the hook.
Right, and the whole place went into laughter.
Oh, good.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
it's like I just went to Vietnam or something. It was fucking traumatic. Yeah. I mean, that was, and ever since then, I ask.
Do you?
At table reads, I go, everyone has this one? All of a sudden, compare. Okay, I mean, yeah.
Did she do things like that to you after that, or
No, that was our last episode. That was our last table bit, but she'd been like wanting to do it for years. Like as a prank. You know what I mean? It's a really good one, if you think about it.
Wait,
right?
has someone been really outwardly like mean or?
Sizemore was rough?
Yeah.
On me the first couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I just thought it was hilarious.
But he's,
You know,
but
like-
he has that reputation, I feel like.
Yeah, I've heard stories, but then he flipped and we got along fine.
Yeah,
Then he owned you.
Yeah, then he owned me. Then I was his
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
Well, here's a funny story I never told. It's not anyone like being mean, but it was really awkward. I was playing an Oscar I was an extra on the Ben Stiller show.
Oh, wow.
And I was playing an Oscar statue in Oliver Stone Land. It was a skit they were doing.
Is this post Jackass or pre? Did people know who you were then? When you did this?
No. This was years before.
Okay, so no one knew. You were just then you were back to
I
the
was like
background.
21 or 22.
Wow. Okay.
So Jackass didn't happen for another 8 years. So I was playing the Oscar statue, and the costume guy was like, "Okay, we got to figure out what to do with your package." And I was like, "All right, And he goes, "We got to hide it." I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'll just talk." He goes, "Can I? It'll just be a little better if I do it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And he proceeds to stick his hand down my pants and my underwear.
Yeah.
And reach under and grabs my dick and balls and pulls them back. And then, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he's like, he's like, "Okay, I think we're good." And I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And of course you can't complain.
No, it was
Yeah.
really awkward, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
also knew that what happened was so awkward it's probably a little funny. That I even let someone do that.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
So now
go
you-
ahead.
now- so
I didn't know he was going to. I didn't know what he was going to do.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to just like
But he grabbed the actual flesh
No, but from the
hungry
back.
hippo meat.
from the back.
From the back, he pulled it
Yeah,
backwards
yeah.
like this.
But
Here,
over the
I'll
under.
show you.
No. No, but over the underwear or through skin?
No, it's cut-
Holy
hand
fuck!
on
Okay,
cock.
okay. Oh wow!
Yeah,
wow,
skin
wow.
on skin.
Wow,
It was raw dog.
Raw.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's see if that would have what I would do. Probably nothing.
You'd probably laugh.
I would laugh. There I go.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude. Or
No,
like-
it was awkward, and I found it a little funny. Really awkward though.
Why don't the Oscars have genitalia?
what?
They tuck.
Yeah, but the statues, right? Or the actual Oscar itself?
Oh yeah, what you're saying? Yeah, but they don't have a
he
nose or
naked?
eyes or mouth either. So like,
Oh, that
so,
is
yeah,
true.
you know what I mean? I mean, there was
True.
if there was other things, you know what I mean, on it, then
Yeah, I think Oscar puts his nuts in his butt.
Is that something that men just toy with or play with in front of the mirror, like the tuck in or the tuck back?
Oh, I've
and
done
you're
it.
like,
Yeah.
Gilbert's like, yes, of course.
Yeah, we've all seen Silence of the Lambs. We've all
Right,
seen
right.
Buffalo Bill. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I've done it maybe 200 times in my life.
I know. I think our first date.
Yeah,
right?
probably.
What a
Yeah.
romantic.
Check out this.
You know what I mean? It's not. It's a thing that you want to see what it looks like if you didn't have one. Isn't
Yeah.
It?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's the big deal?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was-
If you had a big clit, you'd probably stick that out and go, "Look at my dick."
Oh no, I shove stuff back in there all the time. There are some days where it hangs a little lower and I tuck the lips accordingly.
Okay.
Wait, no, but this is not a secret. Like,
There's no other women, so you sound crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So
Let's
I
just move on.
Yeah, move
yeah, yeah.
on.
But
Yeah.
okay,
I mean, look,
I'm thinking I have a question, but I don't know if I'm allowed.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
ask
ahead.
it. I receive all questions.
Okay, so
I am a she, her. I am a biologically female, if that's what you were wondering.
no, but like that's on your mind. Like I want to make it shift to the left,
Right,
or right,
so
or something.
This
today.
morning. This morning,
Oh,
I
this
looked in the
morning.
mirror.
Okay.
And for some reason, my clit was a little bit more engorged and it was not tucked into my little sandwich. So I thought to myself,
Little sandwich.
Sandwich.
my pita bread, right? And so
It's a foot long.
because as you know, Bobby,
I've seen it.
as you know, it's usually like
It's not little. I'll tell you that.
no, but it's usually like tucked in neatly.
It is
right?
not- it's tucked
I
in,
don't
yeah.
have like an outie.
You're right. You're right.
But then today I looked at it, I was like, I don't know if it's the weather, but it's hanging a little different. And so I was like, oh, just give it a little tuck back in, and that's it.
But
I go
why?
about my
Why do
day.
you have to tuck it back in?
I don't like the friction of things moving around like my underwear.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just like to have it all in one.
I mean, that's the one life experience I've never had.
To have a vagina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying. I just wonder. You know what I mean? It's a curious thing.
Not too late.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time.
God, I play with my penis enough. God, if I had a vagina, it would, I get nothing done.
yeah. Anything you want to promote, Johnny?
No.
Sweet Dreams. Promote. Watch it on Paramount Plus,
Paramount. Yes.
iTunes, or whatever.
Yeah. And podcast. Pretty sure I can fly with Elna Baker.
That's a great name.
Pretty sure I can fly.
Yeah.
That's from a Guy Clark song called "The Cape."
That's
I
great.
love that.
How long you been doing that one?
We're on our about 13th or 14th.
Oh, good.
episode,
okay.
so
You love it.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I'm getting to talk to great. We're getting to talk to great people.
That's great.
Yeah. And
It's
so-
Smartless is Bateman and those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're producing it.
Yeah.
What a great fucking thing.
So really psyched on that. And me and my cousin, we have a radio show, the Big Ass Happy Family Jubilee, on Outlaw Country on Saturday nights.
I didn't know. Where?
Yeah,
Where do you
yeah.
shoot it? Huh? Where do you do it? In L.A.?
He lives in Chattanooga, and I live in here. So we just get linked up.
Linked up.
Yeah.
Wow.
An engineer does that.
If I ever wanted to promote something, could I go on there and promote it or not?
Oh, sure.
I feel like I'm not being real right now.
Yeah, you can come on.
Yeah.
And Steve-O and I have a new skateboard out on steve-o.com. So
A new skateboard.
yeah.
Wow.
Since I'm such a great skater, I'm awful. I'm fucking dreadful.
You can ollie. Yeah, me either.
No.
Me either.
No.
Anyway, so give Johnny. What's that?
I mean, it's when you.
When
first-
Tony and
you
taught me to
you did
ollie.
Your first time you
yeah.
did that.
That's a.
That looked like you purposely fell.
No.
You're like such a drama queen. You purposely fell.
Look, it hurt my little leg. And Tony said, "Get back up, you fucking pussy."
Oh, it's when he first does. The
Oh, is that
ollie.
Jason with them?
Yeah, Jason Ellis. Yeah.
First ollie ever.
Right here. Ready? Go.
Oh, you.
Slow down. Got it.
Holy shit.
I got a little air, right?
That's the first.
Yeah.
Had you tried to ollie before?
I've never been able to do it. He taught me how.
That's
I got a little air.
Really.
Shut
See?
up.
I know. That's
Shut up.
awesome.
Really?
Will you let me?
Okay, go
That's
ahead.
awesome.
Thank
It's
you.
like you can tell you're an athlete if you like. That's the first time you tried it and you got it.
Yeah. But that ramp I'll never be able to do. Can you drop down on a ramp like that?
Well, I have, and
Yeah.
I just went and gravity took over. And I went straight to the bottom.
Wow.
It's like I didn't even try to. I just stepped off. I just stepped off my skateboard and just like fell.
Wow.
So
You didn't even try.
I tried. I
Yeah.
committed because what I didn't want to do was undercommit and slide down
All
the back
right.
of it. So
Yeah.
I overcommitted so much. I just stepped off my skateboard and just fell 20 feet to the
right.
straight to the.
Because let me say something. When you're up there, because I've been up there, it is
it's
scary
scary.
as fuck, bro.
Things look when you're standing under them, you're like, it doesn't look that big, and then you get up there, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you put the board and you're about to drop in. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Then when you look at Sky Brown and these kids doing it, it's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yeah,
what doing.
they're amazing.
Skateboarding is evolving in a way. It's like the girls that are doing.
Oh, here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Is that you? Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude.
Yeah.
I can't do a vert. That's scary.
What was that at?
That was for Jackass TV show.
Wow.
Yeah,
And that's the last time you tried?
for that because but the guy walking up, Dave Carney,
Wow.
he was going to shoot me with a taser gun.
Oh.
He's got a taser gun. I'm like, soon as I can get my air back, you can shoot me.
Yeah.
And he shoots me, and I'm like, whatever you do, aim low, right? Because I don't want it in my eye.
Yeah.
Right.
And one went in my chest, and one went in my neck. And like out of the chest, you can pull it; it'll come out.
Yeah.
But my neck, the skin, like I was all the way out to here, and it wasn't popping.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Have you done tasers since then?
nah,
I've never
I've
done-
gotten stunned since then, but I haven't done a taser since.
Yeah,
then.
I've never been tased.
Ooh, that could be one.
Can you die?
Can we just get like
Nah.
medical clearance?
Oh, I'm getting old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, anyway. I can still fuck.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's it.
Give Johnny
Johnny
Knoxville a round of
Knoxville.
applause. That's a good ending.
Itan mo kung gani ay makabululi Purong kaya madugdug na aming bombola